Hi, I'm Colin. Welcome to Learn Somatics. In today's video, as you can probably guess, we're going to do another seated movement. I'm going to show you how to do the diagonal arch and curl and the same side arch and curl from the seated position. So in a previous video, we covered arching and curling from a seated position. Diagonal arch and curl is very similar, but we're going to add a little bit of a lift of the leg. So it's going to take in the hip flexor as well. So for this one, let's start with our right hand behind our head. And you can have your left hand just resting very, very lightly on your left knee. And to begin, we're going to arch the back, sending the belly forward and the bum back. Like so, arching our back, and press a little bit into your left foot as you do that. And then very, very slowly let that relax. Let your back round, let your elbow come in, and you're going to pick up your left knee. Your hand is very light, and you're just going to curl down elbow to knee, rounding out your back. And then slowly come back to the start position. So you can see these are very simple movements. We're just translating what we're doing on the floor to the chair. So again, arching, elbow back, left foot presses down into the ground. You will kind of feel that creates your diagonal from left foot to right elbow, shoulder. And slowly release, letting the back round, letting the tail tuck under, curling down, and then drawing the left knee up and the right elbow towards the left knee, and then slowly coming back to the start position. And let's do that about 2 more times. Arching the back, elbow spreads, pressing down into the left foot a little bit, slowly relaxing, curling down, rounding the back, elbow to opposite knee, and we'll do 1 more. Arching the back, spreading the elbow. Keep your head facing more or less forward. Press your left foot down into the ground a little bit. And then slowly rounding the back, curling down on the diagonal, lifting the knee like so, and then coming back to the start position. Okay, and just take a moment there, let your arms rest by your side and just sit and just notice how that feels. Because we've just done one diagonal, it may make you feel a little bit kind of off balance, like one side is a bit looser or tighter than the other. So we want to do the second side as well. So I'm going to let you see this second side from the side. So for this second side, it's going to be left hand behind the head, right hand just resting very lightly on your right knee. Again, we're going to arch the back, sending the tail backwards, the belly forwards, elbow spreads back, slowly release, curling forward, letting our back round out, letting our tail tuck under, picking up that right knee and letting our left elbow curl toward that knee. And then slowly coming out of it to the start position. Again, arch the back, elbow goes back, press a little bit through this right foot. Feel the back arch, slowly release. Let the back round out as you curl down. Picking up the knee, drawing the left elbow to the right knee, and back to the start position. Let's just do 2 more of these. Arching, elbow spreads wide, right foot presses down, slowly release, rounding out the back, curling down, left elbow is drawn towards that right knee. This is going to help get your hip flexors nice and relaxed as well. 1 more time, arching, spread that elbow, press a little bit through this foot, just brings your lower half of the body in a bit more, and then slowly release, rounding out the back, letting the tail tuck under, curling down, picking up that right knee. And don't worry if you don't touch knee to elbow, that's not important. Just make sure you can feel your trunk flexing and extending. Okay. So now that you've done both sides, just sit at rest for a moment with your arms hanging loosely by your sides and notice how that feels. Just see if that's made your balance on your sit bones feel a bit more even, a bit more weighted, evenly left and right sit bone. So that's diagonal arch and curl. Now let's do the same side arch and curl. So we were going elbow to opposite knee. Now we're going to go elbow to same side knee. So again, let's do this with the right hand behind the head this time, and we'll do this one from the front. And you're not going to have a hand on the knee this time. So everything's the same. We're just going to arch the back, spread the elbow like so, Feel it in the back of your body, feel it in your low back arching. As your head presses back, you'll feel it all up the spine. Then slowly letting your back round out, letting your tail tuck under, you're curling down, and you're going to lift the right knee to the right elbow. And then slowly back up, arching the back, like so. You can press through your right foot this time again, and then slowly release. Let the back round out, curling forward and down, bringing the knee to the elbow. And we'll just do one more of those. Arching as the front opens, and then as we come down, the belly tightens, the back rounds out, and we draw the elbow and knee together. And nice and slowly come back to the start position. All right, just take a moment. Let the arms hang. And yeah, close the eyes, see how that feels in sitting. Does that make things feel a little uneven again because you've done one side and not the other? Yeah, certainly introduces a little bit of asymmetry there. So I'll turn to the side now and we'll do the second side. So now we're going to do left elbow to left knee. So left hand behind the head, arching the back, sending the belly forward, the bum back. You can tip the head back a bit, spread your wing, feel the back of the body tighten, slowly release, let the back round, let the tail tuck under. As you round the back, you can curl down and you can draw the knee to the elbow and elbow to knee. Slowly release, coming back up to upright and then back into your arch. And feel how this is a coordination of the back and front. When you arch, the front lengthens. When you curl, the back lengthens. You let your tail tuck under, you let your back round out. Curl down towards your knee, knee towards your elbow. Let's just do two more of these. Arching, feels like a big yawn. Slowly releasing, letting the tail tuck under so the back can round out, bringing the knee to the elbow. Really simple but potent movement. Arching, chest up, tension in the back, then letting that tension relax. Rounding out the back, let the back round. And picking up the knee, bringing the elbow and knee together. And from there, just come back to upright, what feels like upright. So now that you've done both of those movements on both sides, let your arms hang loosely by your side, let your feet be squarely balanced on the ground. And just take a moment to see how that feels in sitting. Does that make you feel a bit more upright, a bit more evenly balanced on your sit bones, and just a bit more comfortable in your seated position generally? So that's the seated version of the diagonal arch and curl and the lateral or same side arch and curl. Again, use them liberally throughout the day. They'll stop you from accumulating tension as you're going about your day or as you're working. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.